Hello everyone. Manchester United prepare £120 million Neymar bid. We will give the details of these news very soon, but first let's take a quick look at the highlights of the day. We would be very happy if you subscribe to the channel and like the video before continuing. Let's get starting. It is difficult to believe Bellingham is only 19 years old. He has been one of the top players in the Bundesliga for a while now, has excelled in the Champions League, and could be a star for England at the World Cup. He is not anticipated to stay at Borussia Dortmund for very long, and the club may demand a transfer fee of up to €150 million in order to let Bellingham leave. According to Sport, Liverpool are reportedly the favourites to land in demand Borussia Dortmund midfielder, with Real Madrid apparently balking at the €150 million asking price. Los Blancos are more comfortable paying around the €100 million mark, but not willing to engage in a heated bidding war for Bellingham's signature. If Juventus push for a move for Chelsea's Mason Mount next summer, the London club would like to include winger Federico Chiesa as a part of the deal. Mount's contract expires in 2024, and renewal talks seem to have hit a snag. Juventus are hoping to use this opportunity to bring the 23-year-old Englishman to Turin. According to the report, Chelsea boss Graham Potter rates Chiesa highly, and if Mount could be on the move to Juventus, he would like the Blues to sign the Italian winger. Bayern Munich will have to pay a transfer fee of at least €40 million to sign Barcelona goalkeeper Marc-Andre ter Stegen. The Bavarians see ter Stegen as the successor to compatriot and Bayern Munich legend Manuel Neuer, whose contract expires in 2024. However, Barcelona won't budge to Bayern Munich's demands easily, since ter Stegen's contract runs with them till 2025, and therefore will demand an adequate fee for him. Manchester City sensation Bernardo Silva is eager to know what Barcelona's transfer plans are for him, and would be willing to push to join Barcelona next summer if they are still interested in signing him. The Portuguese playmaker would also be prepared to adjust his wages to facilitate the move, as he is cognizant of the club's dire financial condition at the moment. Barcelona manager Xavi Hernandez considers the 28-year-old Portuguese international to be one of his priority transfers, and the Catalan club made late efforts to get him this past summer, but without any fruition. The Blaugrana are expected to return with a fresh move for the Man City midfielder in the near future. At the same time, the reigning Premier League champions are trying to tie him down to a new long-term deal. Arsenal have informed all their sponsors that they're close to renewing Bukayo Saka for a deal which will see him earn around £200,000 a week. Saka was Arsenal's player of the season and top scorer in the last campaign and has started this season brightly as well, scoring 4 goals and providing 6 assists in 14 league games. The deal will most likely be announced after the World Cup, states the report, thus quelling any doubt in people's mind about Saka's renewal. Arsenal are exploring the option of bringing out of favour Barcelona winger Ferran Torres in January. Ferran Torres signed for Barcelona in the last season's winter transfer window, however, has seen minimal playing time this campaign. Despite good performances in recent matches, Barcelona could cash in on him to make up for the revenue loss caused by their early exit from the Champions League. As per the article, Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta sees Ferran Torres as an ideal option to rotate with Bukayo Saka, Emile Smith-Rowe, and Gabriel Martinelli. Juventus are looking to go on the offensive for PSG goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma in 2024. Donnarumma has been linked with Juventus since his days at rivals AC Milan. His contract with PSG expires in 2026, and the Bianconeri plan to use Adrien Rabiot and Moise Kean as part of the deal to bring the goalkeeper back to Serie A. PSG star Lionel Messi could join former boss Pep Guardiola at Manchester City if he cannot win the upcoming World Cup in Qatar. Messi has recently spoken about his admiration for Guardiola, and as per the report, if the Argentinian legend is unable to once again win the Golden Prize of football, he wants to return to his former boss's tutelage to bring the best out of him and keep him on top form for the 2026 World Cup. Barcelona are reportedly on the brink of reaching an agreement with 19-year-old Spanish prodigy Alejandro Balde over a new deal. According to a report by Spanish publication Sport, following the latest round of meetings and negotiations, there is a confident feeling that the two parties are closer to agreeing to terms over a bumper new contract for breakout star Balde. The 19-year-old fullback will likely sign a long-term contract that will contain a €500 million release clause. Balde's current contract expires in 2024, and the Blaugrana are intent on getting him tied down to improved terms sooner rather than later after the teenager was called up to the Spanish national team for the FIFA World Cup as an injury replacement for Jose Gaya. American wonderkid Paxton Aronson will officially become an Eintracht Frankfurt player in January after the German club agreed a reported fee of $4 million with the Philadelphia Union. Aronson is the latest American prospect to make the move to Europe, following in his older brother Brendan's footsteps. The 19-year-old playmaker will be hoping to make a similar impression as the current lead star. Paxton has accomplished so much in a short amount of time. He has worked incredibly hard, and he has taken advantage of every opportunity with the first team, Union 2 and the U20 national team, said Philadelphia Union sporting director, Ernst Tanner. Leeds are in the hunt for a new attacker in January, and are reportedly in the hunt for Atletico Madrid's Matheus Cunha. Dean Jones told GIVEMESPORT, "We know that they're going to have some reasonably decent money to throw at an attacker, but I've seen this one being spoken about a fair bit. He's a good player, but I think the key here is that Marsch really has to make sure that he gets the profiles of his attackers right." PSG are the only club to propose an official offer for Brazilian teenager Endrick so far, according to his father. The 16-year-old's father has told Canal's Jorge Nicola. Paris Saint-Germain are the only club that opened negotiations with Palmeiras with an official proposal. As things stand, there are many clubs from different countries keen on signing him. PSG have already moved. Newcastle United have joined the race to sign Vasco da Gama wonderkid André Santos in the January window according to Super Vasco. The 18-year-old midfielder is closely linked with a move to Barcelona, but the Magpies could lure him with a lucrative deal to the Premier League. Chelsea have long been linked with a move for Neymar, while Barcelona have been credited with an interest in bringing the Brazil international back to Camp Nou. However, Barcelona president Josep Maria Bartomeu recently conceded that his team would find it difficult to re-sign the attacker, leaving United with one fewer club to battle. According to Don Balon, Erik ten Hag, who is expected to land the managerial job on a long-term basis, views Neymar as the player to help United return to Europe's elite. The same report has claimed that the Red Devils are more than prepared to smash the world transfer record to sign the attacker, with a bid of £120 million expected to be made. The 30-year-old scored 105 goals in 186 appearances for Barcelona between 2013 and 2017 before completing a world record move to PSG in the summer of 2017. The South American has netted 116 times in 163 appearances for PSG since his arrival, but his long-term future in the French capital continues to be the subject of transfer speculation.